All right, guys, so let's talk about the WWE and TNA partnership. It's best for business. It's good for business, per se. Let's talk about it for 1 second. So they've been doing this for several years now. They only kind of been doing it with the women a little bit. I think they're gonna definitely experiment a little bit more now since Vince is gone and that whole regime of his and his ideals and what he thought is over with. So this might be a good thing. So it's a partnership that I would never thought I would see because a lot of y'all don't know. Before there was a AEW, and before there was other things, and New Japan hype, it was just TNA and WWE. If you were talking about the two biggest wrestling promotions in the world was TNA and WWE once upon a time. We had these dream matches across promotion brand. I remember when I was on YouTube back in the day, there used to be these YouTubers, and y'all could comment down there below if y'all with me. I wish I had a video to it, but they had these creator wrestlers accounts where they had TNA versus WWE. You had AJ Styles versus John Cena. I think you had Samoa Joe versus Batista at one point. So there was these cross promotion type of things online between, on SmackDown versus Raw back in the day, and they were just going back and forth with TNA, and they had storylines. I thought, well, wow, this is pretty creative. I said, I would love to do something like that. But, we never did because I think because Vince just didn't want to play with other people. He'll take your toys and play with it with his toys, but he didn't want your toys to kind of play with. So pretty much the analogy I'm using is he had his sandbox, he had his toys. He didn't want you to come over there with your toys. However, if you weren't looking, he'll take your toys to play with his toys. That's the type of analogy I want to use for Vince. And looking back at it, I think he should have did more cross promotion. It would have gave WWE a lot of kind of dull moments, a lot of hype moments. And Vince, again, he was stuck in his old ways, and here we are. So I'm glad Triple H is opening the door for that. And if you look at what AEW's doing, which I have video planned for that, what they're doing, yeah, it's drying up. That forbidden door bullshit they're doing is no longer working. It's starting to become very apparent that the forbidden door was all a ruse for Tony Khan to get all of New Japan talent. And I have something to say about that in another video, but we're not going to talk about it in this video. We're talking about the WWE and TNA partnership. Plus, it gives these PLE events a little bit of a hype. So what I mean by that is it gives the PLE events a must-see feel. Not a much-watch feel, but a must-see. Because a must-watch means you have these talents that coming on here, you're going to watch it, but a must-see, like the Royal Rumble now. Because now it used to be legends, not anymore. You don't know who's going to show it. It could be somebody but CML. It could be now someone for TNA, but mostly TNA star. You don't know if Josh Alexander's going to pop in the Royal Rumble. You don't know if another superstar is going to pop in. For example, Jordan Grace, she looks like she belongs to WWE. Like when I saw her with the TNA championship and she came out with the belt, I said, oh, Lord have mercy. People were hyping her up and everything. They did a good job with that. And that's going to open the doors for her to go to WWE. She's not going to AEW. Triple H is going to make sure when her contract is up, she comes over here. More than likely or not, which is a great idea because she looks like she belongs. Like, I can just picture her taking on Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, fucking Jade Cargill. I'm like, look at this women's division. I'm like, yo, they got some stacked power. And then Jordan in that pitch, whoo, Lord. I said, yeah. And I'm like, yo. And I also think Jonathan Gresham might bring his tail over, too. I see him going to more than likely NXT, and I think Triple H wouldn't mind having a talent like that on NXT because Josh Gresham is a all-star. I would say all-star, but a all-rounded talent. He just needs to work on his character work. Once he finds a good character, I think he'll be fine. But his wrestling ability is far and none the best, hands down. That's her husband, by the way. So, and like I said, good show to show different talent and seen before. And like I said, the old regime is gone, so doing this would make more sense. And again, I see WWE gets more out of doing something like this than a Forbidden Door because look at Forbidden Door. The last two times it's been okay, but it's like, okay, you're giving us these matches, but it's like, okay. But now it's like, because you look at what it was supposed to be a 1-year thing. How is it that you got Okada appearing on AEW Dynamite? It takes the feel away from the Forbidden Door now. You done kill your own concept. And that's the thing with AEW. They start a concept, they kill it. and it's not a yearly thing no more. It's a constant thing, and it's just becoming a mess. So anyway, that's all I got to say on it. As always, guys, like and subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. What do you guys think? Do you think WWE TNA partnership is good for business, or do you guys think it's bad for business? Comment below and let me know.